Hello friends, I am Parvinder Randhawa from IBSL AMBALA and you are watching my YouTube channel, that's Parvinder Randhawa Guru. So let's start the class, and this is my reading class in which we will do the headings. So let's come to the point, and I have selected these questions which are from Cambridge 13 test 1 and the question numbers are from 14 to these are from 14 to 19, and these are the list of headings on which we have to work, and these are the paragraphs which is by being bored is stimulating and useful to the most common of emotions is turning out to be more interesting than we thought. Okay, and there are about A, B, C, D and E, F. So 6 we can say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it's a 6 paras, right, on which we have to work. So let's start from para number A, but before it let's underline the list of headings so that we can manage it properly. So, and the thing is that don't so I think it's visible now. So para number A, so here the outcomes is there, you can underline what teachers can, so noun is there, you can underline and prevent, control, a new explanation and new cure for the, so here two words are new, so explanation and the cure. Problems with the scientific approach to boredom, so problems S is there, and scientific approach, a potential danger arising from boredom, so only one danger, so underline this one. Creating a system of classification, just underline the classification. Age groups most affected, so here underline this one, most affected, identifying those most affected by, right, so identifying those most so it means one thing you can check in 8, he said that identifying those most affected, it means identifying those two, we have to identify the number of people. If you understand these kind of things, naturally you will get answer in a short term, right? But the thing is that because mostly the sentence, this is a formal language and paraphrase language is used here, fine. So, and even if you can check that, I will show you today that cleft sentences, they are also used in the paragraphs. And the second thing is that, which is the main thing here, after this video you will get one more video related to cleft right sentences, and which will help in reading also as well as in writing. So let's come to the point, go to the para number A, let's start with the series, right? So this is the para A. We all know how it feels if it's impossible to keep your mind on anything, time stretches out and all the things you could do seem equally unlikely to make you feel better. But connector, defining boredom so that it can be studied in the lab has proved difficult. For instead, it can include a lot of other mental states such as frustration, right, apathy, depression and indifference. There isn't even agreement over whether, so here second word, right, so is always a low energy flat kind of emotion, or whether feeling agitated and restless counts as boredom. In his book Boredom in Lively History, Peter Fine, University of Calgary, Canada, compares it to disgust. So there is a writer name also, right, and even if I go to the last line, then there is a comma also. If disgust protects humans from infection, boredom may protect them from infectious social situations, right? So we all know how it feels. It's impossible to keep your mind on anything, time stress out and all the things you could do seem equally unlikely to make you feel better. But defining, so there is a definition here, right, defining boredom so that it can be, right, studied in the lab. So lab has proved The is there difficult. So it's very difficult that you can't means it means you can't define boredom in terms of science. This is cleft tense, right? Because this is the thing is that but defining boredom so that it can be right, and these kind of sentences they have the writer view also. For a start, it can include a lot of other mental states, right, such as this and this. So it means my answer, it may start from here and continue up to next point also, but if I'll check this line, so this might be the point of my right answer also. If I go to the last one, if disgust protects humans from infection, boredom may protect them from right infectious social situations. So here he is also talking about social situations that boredom, right, it may protect them, but here it's a conditional right sentence. But defining boredom, if I'll go to this one, so and I have to check the heading list, my heading list, right, which is here. So you can go with this one. There is no work of outcome, teachers no work, a new explanation. If there is any new explanation, I don't think so. Problems with the scientific approach to boredom. Problems with the scientific approach to boredom. Okay, let's check this one, because this word is there, lab, due to the lab word, right? A potential danger, no way. Creating a system of classification for feelings of, no, there is no system of classification. Age groups, no. Identifying those, no. So whatever I think, my approach goes to the fourth one here. The thing is that, let me fold the page, because in the initial point what we have got, he said but defining boredom so that it can, right, be, this start in the lab has proved difficult. So he said difficult means problem here, with a scientific approach means lab here, right, to boredom means defining boredom. So this can be, for a start, it can include a lot of other mental states such as this and this. So there are other mental states also. So I think that of para A, fourth is the right approach, because both lines are paraphrase of each other. You can check it properly. And second thing, I told you that the work on the cleft sentence also, they are using cleft tense also. So in the next video, I will let you know that how the cleft tenses are made, right? By asking people about their experiences of boredom, Thomas Getz, right, and his team of University of Constance in Germany has recently identified 5 distinct types, right? Calibrating, searching, reactant, and these can be plotted on 2 axes, 1 minute. So from here the axis started, one running left to right, which measures low to high arousal, and the other from top to bottom, which, so here there is a division, you can check. From this point there is a kind of division here. So they are working on a division that first of all it is divided into 2. Fine. It is divided into 2, and then he said Getz has found that while people experience all kinds of boredom, they tend to specialize in one of the 5 types. The most damaging is reactant boredom. So it means these are 5 distinct types. From this we have got 1 point, we have already underlined it, and the point is that one that is related to thus creating a system of classification. So where he has recently identified the 5 distinct types, right, different this and they can be plotted on 2 axes, and in another way also when we went to next line. So he said of the 5 types, the most damaging, it means types, and what's the similar word to type is your classification. So this is for the feelings of boredom. So here the right approach goes to the 6th one. So you can check one thing, that here we are getting the paraphrase language, nothing else, right? Similar type of language is written here, and and the same lines are written in your list of headings from where you have to search. So this becomes our easy job in the exam also. You can do one thing. First of all, they have written a person name here, even if they in para A also name is written, right? But they have put the condition here. Here Thomas gets as his team, right? They have written here clearly, and they went to the 5 different types. So 5 different types means the classification starts here. So when the classification starts here, right, so it goes to the next point. That's very easy here. You can check, have recently identified 5. So that's the thing here, right? So let's go to the C now. Try the C. In C, they are saying that psychologist is there, Sandy Man, at the University of Central, right, Lancashire, UK. Goes further, right? Emotions are there for reason including boredom. She says, man have found that being bored makes us more creative. So here he is going for this one. We are all afraid of being bored, but in actual fact it can lead to all kind of amazing things. So here the thing is that, so everybody is, you can check the line, this sentence, but in actual fact, so linker is there, all kinds of amazing things. She says, in experiments published last year, man found that people who had been to feel bored by copying numbers out of phone books. So there is one experiment here, right? It means you are doing amazing things. Being bored, you are doing amazing things. So a definition is change of boredom. He said that man concluded that a passive boring activity is best for creativity. Why I went to conclude it? Because I got this word, so that's why I left these words, right? These you can say lines, because it allows the mind to wander. In fact, she goes so far to suggest that we should seek out more boredom. So she is advising on the boredom here. She is advising on the boredom, right? People should bore more so that they can do something creativity in their life. So the demand of creativity is there due to boredom. So this is a point here on which we have to check, right? So here they are demanding bored. So where is written here? You can check, please. Answer is just in front of you. So because it's we have to give the positive answer, because the para number C is based on the positive thing. So which is the positive? Without wasting the time, you can suddenly check to first here the productive outcomes, that result. So this is the answer of para number C. Fine. Or we can write here first to in front of para, because productive outcomes that may result. So what's the productive? Creativity is there. Because we have first the amazing things that we have got from the para number C. Suddenly we got from which line? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's in the 4th line. And again they are saying about the creativity also. So when we are getting the things, this kind of things, so why to waste time? Right? Just give the answer and move ahead. Because even if they have used your word, you can check may. Right? So while, because they are saying, but that's why, but it can lead to. So it can lead to, right? So this is the point here. Now in D, let's go to D here. So here they are talking about John Eastwood, York University in Toronto, Canada. He isn't convinced if you are in a state of mind wandering, you are not bored. He says, in my view, by definition, boredom is an undesirable state. So he is defining in his manner, we can say, that doesn't it's necessarily mean that it isn't adaptive. He adds, pain is adaptive, right? So if we didn't have physical pain, bad things would happen to us. Does that mean that we should actively cause pain? No. But even so, again linker is there. If boredom, you can, have you checked one thing in this, but is used in every we can say para. So it means the writer, he is using but in every para, and he is trying to start the line with the linker but even if boredom has evolved to help us survive, it can still be toxic. So he is talking about his negative point here, right? So because toxic means it's a negative point. And why I picked, because but is a linker here. Fine. So then he is saying next way, it allowed to fester for each student. The central feature of boredom is a failure to put out attention system into gear. This causes an inability to focus on anything, which makes time seem to go painfully slowly. What's more, your efforts to improve the situation can end up making you feel worse. So he is talking about this one, right? It can make your situation worse. People try to connect with the world and they are not successful. So here negative points are there. In this case, in previous the positive outcomes were there, here negative. So even if you can check here, so what's the negative? We have already underlined here, right? A potential that is a potential danger, because negative, where is the negative? It's about the people, age groups about the people, this about the people. So these are not my answers here. New explanation and new. So he is only giving negative points. He is not giving any kind of treatment, right? You can check. Now he said a potential danger. So what's the potential danger here? So he said that this causes an inability to focus on anything, which makes time seem to go painfully slow, right? You improve the situation can end up making you feel worse. Try to connect with the world and they are not successful. There's that frustration and irritability, right? He says. So this is the point here. So he is talking about the dangers. So that's why, because even if on the first page, because this is on the second page, on the first page we have got one point here after the bit, it can still be toxic here. So it is a danger, toxic. Everybody knows what's the meaning of toxic. That's why fifth is the right answer here. Now let's go to the two left. Let's go to the next point. So here team is now trying to explore why the attention system fails. So they are talking about the attention system, right? Because we have already underlined the inability to focus. The meaning is same. It's early days, but they think that at least some of it comes down to personality. Boredom proneness, that is skill, has been linked with the variety of traits, right? People who are motivated by pleasure seem to suffer particularly badly. Other personality traits such as curiosity are associated with a high boredom threshold, right? So more evidence that boredom has detrimental effects comes from the study of people who are more or less prone to boredom. It seems those who bore easily face poorer prospects in education, their career, and even life in general. But here again break is there. Of course boredom itself cannot kill. It's the things we do to deal with it that again you can check, but is there in this para that may put us in danger. What can we do to elevate it before it comes to? So there is a question mark here also, right? Guest group has one suggestion. So here comes my one suggestion. Working with teenagers. So they found that those who approach a boring situation, in other words, see, so this is my, from here starts my solution. Here the explanation of the problem. That problem is defined in D, explained in E, with a solution from the guest group, right? That it's boring and then stuck in any way report less boredom than those who try to avoid it by using snacks, TV or social media for distraction. Now what are the left? First of all, check please. Now this I think we did, right? Fourth we did, and first we did, and fifth we did. So here there is no work on teachers, no explanation. So naturally my two are left. Age groups most affected. Groups means minimum 2. So they have written only about the teenagers. So they haven't written any about the age groups. So who left here? I told you that this is about the people, and they have written only about the one age group, that is teenagers. So naturally the best answer is my 8. So where it is written identifying those most effective by boredom, you can check that working with, they found that who approach a boring situation, see it's boring, that is report less boredom than those, right? So what when it comes to has one suggestion that we have to work with teenagers, we have to find those people who are input, because boredom itself cannot kill things, because again the situation starts from the linker but. So in this para you can check one thing, passage, that but is used in every para, right? Now let's go to the last one. So here he speculates that over-connected lifestyles might ever be a new source of boredom in modern human society. There is a lot of overstimulation. Stimulation means to put into action, but still a lot of problems finding meaning, she says. So instead of seeking yet more mental stimulation, perhaps we should leave our phones alone and use boredom to motivate us. It means we have to go away from the world. We have to motivate us to engage with the world in a more meaningful. It means according to him, he has given one solution. What kind of solution is given? That leave your phone. Leave your phone, you are alone, and use boredom to motivate us. Motivate us means giving to, again cleft is used here, right? So instead of seeking yet more mental situation, perhaps we should leave. So it's a kind of advice also with a very nice thing. And now he said, and what he said, according to lines, over-connected lifestyles might ever be a new source of boredom. He is talking about the lifestyles. In previous, you can check up to the para number E, there is no word on lifestyle, and he is the person who is giving a new word here that is related to the lifestyle, right? So here, according to this one, you find that according to this psychologists, fine. So this work is based on this one, and they have given here a very nice approach. Fine. That approach is about lifestyle and what's the best way to leave the phone. So what's the work here? So no work of teacher. This I have given. So right, can I go to this one and you go? Yes, why not? Because this is the right answer here. Why? Because the solution is given by her. So this is the point here. The person, the researcher, right? She has given the solution here. You can check. Fine. She has given the solution. She has given the cure here. So this is the point on which we are working. So these are the answers on which we are working. Right, how we got the answer, so that I have told you before also. So just fine. So please have a look at these pages. And I have underlined the main line also, but the main work is on, but in this, right? Always try to search that what's the word the writer is trying to use again and again, right? And I believe that you will enjoy this class, right? When you watch video, right? Just have an eye, and these are the statements and the questions. So we have solved, right? And explained also. Still, if you have the queries, you can write message. I'll try to give the answers. And you are watching YouTube channel, that's Parvinder Randhawa Guru. Please like, comment and share my YouTube channel. Subscribe this channel so that you can get the notifications, right? Stick to this, and wait for next video that will be related to the cleft sentences and how to use the cleft tense. The meaning of cleft is divided, and in this passage, whatever I have done with you, right, in this the writer has used more and more, and really that's why this passage has a very nice language. Fine. So that's all in my English session. So let's talk in Hindi now. And I want to say one thing. This is from Cambridge 13 test 1, right? Reading passage 2. Cambridge 13 test 1 reading passage 2. So हिंदी में हम लोग बात करें तो मैंने ये टॉपिक सेलेक्ट किया था, और ये मेरी हेडिंग्स थी जिन्होंने मैंने आंसर सॉल्व किए। इस पैसेज में मैंने पूरा ये देखा कि हर पैराग्राफ में बट यूज़ किया गया, तो मैंने लिंकर को तो मैं हमेशा कैच करता ही हूँ, तो मैंने यहाँ बट को बहुत ज़्यादा इम्प्रेशन देखा तो मैंने इसलिए कैच कर लिया, राइट। अब इसमें क्या वर्कआउट किया, जो मैंने सबसे पहले मैंने देखा कि यहाँ पे वी all know how it feels, it's impossible to keep your mind on anything, time stress out, ये मैंने पढ़ा। जब मैं ये पढ़ रहा था तो मुझे यहाँ से बट मिला, बट डिफाइनिंग बोर्डम सो डैट इट कैन बी स्टडीड। देखो इसकी पूरी लैंग्वेज, पूरे लाइन इस पूरे इनमें लिखी हुई है। एग्ज़ाम में जो टेस्ट जो प्रैक्टिस करते हो वहाँ आपने समझना है। यहाँ तो चलो मैं ट्राई कर रहा हूँ कि मैं नॉलेज को शेयर करूं। ये कह रहा है कि डिफाइन करना बोर्डम को, कि ये लैब के अंदर स्टडी करेंगे। अगर आप सोचो कि लैब के अंदर, मतलब कि कहने का मतलब ये है साइकोलॉजी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से अगर आप इसको स्टडी करना चाहते हो तो इसकी कहता है बिल्कुल गलत बात है कि आप इसको नहीं कर सकते। ठीक है, इस लाइन को बट के कान कैच किया। अब यहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम्स डिफ़िकल्ट से मैच हो गया, विद द साइंटिफिक अप्रोच लैब से मैच हो गया, बॉर्डम से मैच हो गया। तो ये मेरा आ जाता है। तो इसने स्टार्ट क्या कहा, कहता है लॉट ऑफ अदर मेंटल स्टेट्स भी हैं, फ्रस्ट्रेशन भी है, पैथी भी है, डिप्रेशन भी है और इनडिफरेंस भी है। तो इसने सारी ये बातें आपको क्लियर कर दी आगे जाके, राइट। तो ये वर्क इसने यहाँ पे, इसलिए ये आंसर आया। जब हम बी में गए तो हमने इसको स्टडी करना स्टार्ट किया। तो यहाँ पे हाँ, एक चीज़ मैं ए में द्वारा क्लियर करना चाहता हूँ। यहाँ पे हमें जाके एक राइटर, वी कैन से रिसर्चर का नेम मिला, राइट। तो उसने जो सिचुएशन लिखी, उसने कहा कि इफ़ डिस्कस्ड प्रोटेक्ट्स ह्यूमन फ्रॉम इन्फेक्शन, कहता है कि अगर ये चीज़ आपको इन्फेक्शन से बचाती है, राइट, तो कहता बोर्डम में प्रोटेक्ट देम फ्रॉम इन्फेक्टिशियस सोशल, कि बोर्डम भी आपको सोशल सिचुएशन से बचाती है कि ताकि आप बताएं भी। इसलिए तो कहा है कि प्रॉब्लम क्या है, साइंटिफिक अप्रोच उसने कहा कि ये बड़ा मुश्किल है, जबकि मतलब इसका मतलब ये बोर्डम को कहीं पे अलग लैंग्वेज, अलग डेफिनेशन देना चाहते हैं। जब कहता है बाय आस्किंग पीपल अबाउट देयर एक्सपीरियंसेस ऑफ बोर्डम, तो थॉमस गेट्स और टीम ने क्या आइडेंटिफाई किया कि ये 5 स्टेजेस हैं, इसके 5 टाइप्स हैं, डिफरेंट, कैलिब्रेटिंग, सर्चिंग, रिएक्टेंट एंड एपेथेटिक। तो इसने कहा कि 5 हैं, उनको मैंने आगे 2 में डिवाइड किया, आगे जाके फिर मिल गया 5 टाइप्स। क्योंकि हमने क्या किया था, पहले ही अंडरलाइन जब हमने किया था, आपने देखा होगा स्टार्टिंग में, तो हमने क्लासिफिकेशन वर्ड को भी अंडरलाइन किया था और 8 के अंदर मैंने ये कहा था कि ये पीपल बेस्ड है मेरी हेडिंग। ठीक है, जहाँ पे पीपल आएंगे तो मैं ट्राई करूंगा इसको मैं अपना आंसर दूं। तो इसने कहा क्रिएटिंग अ सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन फॉर फीलिंग्स ऑफ बॉर्डम। तो यहाँ पे क्लासिफिकेशन मेरी क्या मैच हो जाती है, वो टाइप्स के साथ मैच हो जाती है, इसलिए मेरा आंसर एकदम यहाँ पे ये आ गया। दैट्स द रीजन, राइट। कि देखिए आप, क्रिएटिंग ए सिस्टम ऑफ क्लासिफिकेशन फॉर फीलिंग्स, तो इस टीम ने रिसेंटली आइडेंटिफाइड 5 टाइप के इन्होंने आइडेंटिफाई किए, द मोस्ट डैमेजिंग उनके आगे, राइट। और ये जाके कनेक्टर फिर यूज किया जिसको मैंने पहले पढ़ा नहीं था, क्योंकि मैंने कहा कि जब मेरा वर्क ही हो गया टाइप के कारण मुझे क्लासिफिकेशन वर्ड मिल गया, तो मैं क्यों अपना टाइम वेस्ट करूं, राइट। ये एक रीजन था यहाँ पे आंसर को सोल्यूशन देने का। आगे जाके हम लोग चले गए साइकोलॉजिस्ट पे, राइट, साइकोलॉजिस्ट पे। तो साइकोलॉजिस्ट पे हम लोग गए तो यहाँ पे हमें एक लाइन मिली इन्वर्टेड कोमा में कि हम बोर से डर लगता है, बट एक्चुअल फैक्ट में ये अमेजिंग थिंग्स करता है। अमेजिंग थिंग्स मतलब, राइट, कि ये वो देता है, क्या कहते हैं, इंजॉयमेंट देता है कुछ। और आगे जाके इसने आगे काम किया क्रिएटिविटी का, कि ये क्रिएटिविटी वर्कआउट करता है, कि क्रिएटिविटी को प्रमोट करता है ये, राइट। तो जब इसने क्रिएटिविटी कहा तो हमने क्यों टाइम वेस्ट करें, हमने प्रोटेक्टिव आउटकम्स दैट रिजल्ट। तो यहाँ पे हमने प्रोटेक्टिव आउटकम्स को कर दिया। आउटकम प्रोटेक्टिव का मतलब पॉजिटिव होता है, आउटकम का मतलब रिजल्ट, तो ये हमारे को रिजल्ट्स मिल गए। तो इसका हमारा आंसर 2 मतलब कैच आउट होगा, क्योंकि हमेशा हम बोर को ना बेकार समझते हैं। मैं बोर हो गया तो मुझे लगता है मेरा माइंड जो है नेगेटिव, हम लोग जब भी नेगेटिव में लेते हैं बोर को, आपने नोट किया होगा कभी भी कि मैं बोर हो गया, तू बोर हो गया, ये बोर हो गया, हम नेगेटिव में लेते हैं। इन्होंने उस बोर को नेगेटिव की बजाय पॉजिटिव में ले लिया कि बंदे बोर होके ज़्यादा क्रिएटिव हो जाते हैं, राइट। तो ये वर्कआउट किया इसने। अगला जो पैरा था मेरा डी था, जो अगला पैरा गया, अगले पैरे में जॉन ईस्टवुड, इन्होंने कहा कि मैं इससे कन्विंस नहीं हूँ, ये बिल्कुल चेंज करके अपनी लैंग्वेज, इन्होंने कहा कि मेरे अकॉर्डिंग, यहाँ फिर बर्ड आ गया, ये सर्वाइव तो करता है लेकिन ये टॉक्सिक है। टॉक्सिक मतलब डेंजर है, ये डेंजर पॉइंट है, ठीक है, क्योंकि टॉक्सिक का मतलब सबको पता है डेंजर से रिलेटेड होता है। तो इसने कहा कि टॉक्सिक है, डेंजर है। तो इसके बाद मैंने डी पे चला गया, इसने आगे जाके यहाँ जाके कमी निकाली कि ये मेरे को फोकस नहीं रखने देता कहीं पे भी, फोकस ऑन एनीथिंग, राइट, विच मेक्स, तो ये इनएबिलिटी टू फोकस हो गया एनीथिंग विच मेक्स टाइम सीम टू गो पेनफुली स्लो, कि स्लो चलता है। तो इसने यहाँ पे एक पकड़ी और ई में जाके इसी चीज़ को इसने एक्सपेंड किया। देखो इनएबिलिटी टू फोकस में इसने अटैचमेंट तो होती है आपस में, पैरास की बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग अटैचमेंट होती है। तो जब इसने इनएबिलिटी टू फोकस कहा तो इसने एक डेंजर पॉइंट दे दिया कि डेंजर क्या है कि आप बोर के कारण कहीं भी फोकस नहीं कर पाएंगे, आपका माइंड फ्रस्ट्रेटेड रहेगा। ये मतलब है इसका कहने का यहाँ पे। जब मैं आगे गया ई के ऊपर, यहाँ पे मैंने फिर बट को पकड़ा। यहाँ तक तो सारा नेगेटिव था, यहाँ जाके ये एकदम पॉजिटिव में चेंज हो गया क्योंकि गेट्स ग्रुप फिर आ गया, राइट। तो गेट्स ग्रुप फिर आ गया तो इसने कहा वर्किंग विद टीनेजर्स। इसने एक ग्रुप को उठाया, एक ग्रुप को उठाया। अब मेरे पास आंसर्स, क्योंकि मेरे ये भी कट हो गया, ये भी कट हो गया था, ये भी कट हो गया, ये भी कट हो गया। अब मेरे पास दो आंसर है, टीचर्स की बात नहीं हुई तो मैं इसको बाहर निकाल देता हूँ। रह गया मेरे पास ये दोनों स्टेट, मतलब की लिस्ट ऑफ हेडिंग, लिस्ट रहेगी, ठीक है, हेडिंग्स की, जिनके ऊपर एज ग्रुप्स मैं दे नहीं सकता, कम से कम मुझे दो चाहिए। ये सिर्फ टीनेजर की बात कर रहे हैं, आप ध्यान दो यहाँ पे। तो मैं क्यों अपना टाइम वेस्ट करूं, तो क्यों ना देखूं कि आइडेंटिफाइंग दोज मोस्ट अफेक्टेड बाय बोर्डम, क्यों उनको आइडेंटिफाई करो जो सबसे ज़्यादा अफेक्टेड हो। तो इन्होंने किसको पकड़ा, टीनेजर्स को, क्योंकि ज़्यादातर टीनेजर्स कहते हैं हम बोर हो गए, हम बोर हो गए, हम बोर हो गए, लाइफ से बोर हो, ठीक है, कुछ भी कह लो, क्योंकि उनको इंजॉयमेंट क्रश ज़्यादा चाहिए लाइफ के अंदर। तो इन्होंने उनको पकड़ के उनके ऊपर वर्कआउट किया कि कभी वो स्नैक्स खाते हैं, टीवी देखने लग जाते हैं, कभी सोशल मीडिया वर्कआउट करते हैं। यहाँ पे जाके ये जो साइकोलॉजिस्ट थे, ये राइट शी मतलब वर्ड यूज़ किया गया, पीछे में से ही भी बोला गया, राइट, दैट डजंट मेक अ डिफरेंस। तो ये मतलब कि कहने का मतलब ये है कि मैं यहाँ पे अपना पार्ट समझाने पे कर रहा हूँ, राइट। अब जब मैं आ गया एफ में आने के बाद इसने लाइफस्टाइल को पकड़ा। अभी तक पीछे तक मेरे कोई लाइफस्टाइल नहीं था, ABCDE में वो वर्ड कैच किया, एक अलग वर्ड आया, जैसे ही अलग वर्ड आया मेरा माइंड क्या किया, और फिर साथ के साथ एक सोल्यूशन दे दिया कि अपने फ़ोन छोड़ दो, तुम बोर्डम को मोटिवेट करो और नई दुनिया में जीना सीखो। इसका मतलब एक एक्सप्लेन किया कि भाई लाइफस्टाइल बोर्डम है, लाइफस्टाइल को चेंज करो, तुम्हारा बोर अपने आप खत्म हो जाएगा, और एक तरीका बता दिया। इसका मेरा थर्ड आंसर बन गया कि न्यू एक्सप्लेनेशन एंड न्यू करो फॉर बोर्डम। तो ये आपके सामने स्क्रीन के ऊपर सारे आंसर्स हैं, और इस वे से हमने सोचा। एंड यू आर वॉचिंग यूट्यूब चैनल दैट्स परविंदर रंधावा गुरु। सब्सक्राइब करिए ताकि आपको नोटिफिकेशंस मिलती रहेंगी, क्योंकि मैंने पहले भी कहा है कि मैं कलेक्ट सेंटेंसेस पे एक वीडियो बनानी है, अब नेक्स्ट वही मिलेगी आपको। तो सून यू विल गेट दैट वीडियो ऑल्सो। आफ्टर दिस मैं ट्राई करूँगा वही अपलोड करूँ, राइट। थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग माई यूट्यूब चैनल, थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो। प्लीज़ लाइक, कमेंट एंड शेयर माई यूट्यूब चैनल। थैंक्स वंस अगेन, you are really nice people. Fine, so be the part of my channel. And you are watching YouTube channel that's Parvinder Randhawa Guru. Fine, so this is all about in this video. Try किया मैंने, right, to explain better, but I don't know how much you will understand. Thanks once again.